Yes, guys, and a welcome from me, Championship Manager 0102, the Salford City save. You've probably already worked it out by that opening screenshot right there. We're in the Premier League. Now, it's funny really because I haven't had a chance to do a video this week with a lot of work and stuff. And I wanted to do a video before I carried on my Premiership campaign. And I thought to myself last night, I mean, this was about 8:30. I thought I couldn't do a video last night, but I want to play my game. But I thought, oh, for fuck's sake. So I've quickly snuck one in Saturday morning. We are in the Premier League. We've taken the divisions by storm, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna give some spoilers away. So there's no point in me trying to beat around the bush. This is our setup. In fact, I'll come to that. That's our goalkeepers. More about the goalkeepers in a moment and the rest of the squad. Let's take a look then at where we have finished. There you can see we've taken them all by absolute storm. Last season we got to the FA Cup final. We got knocked out of the League Cup in the very, very early stages. We lost to Arsenal in extra time. Therefore, we have made it into the UEFA Cup. Backdoor entry, albeit, but that's that. So, last season, we had these two Nigerian goalkeepers, and it's fair to say I didn't really need a goalkeeper for the new season. I had a lot of players coming in and out, as I always do, but what was really making me think is the stadium, and the stadium was going to be massive. They did do the stadium to allow entry, but not as much as I thought. 12,868. So I had a lot of money to work with, but I spent a fucking fortune, and that's going to bite me in the arse. You'll see where the money's gone in a moment. So we brought Lafont in, and there we see. Now, I had a conversation yesterday with Pep, and he said something interesting. I mean, he is a whib-bob and cheat, but he said that he won the title in season 1 with Man City, and then season 2 he was absolutely nowhere. And he goes, I couldn't understand. And the funny thing is, right, what I've worked out is after you've played a season or 2 seasons, particularly on my setup, which of course has a various patches applied and the uncapping of 20 attribute, everybody gets really overpowered, and I mean fucking everybody. So that's what I think in respect of Man City, is that the competition becomes even more fierce. So Lafont is our goalkeeper. He's going to be our undisputed number 1. We have a new formation, guys. We've been working on. I say that. I don't even know if I said it on my last video or on the live. I think maybe I did. But we have spent a fucking fortune. So let me start with this guy, Palmer Brown. We sold him, and do you remember? I was going to have a self-imposed rule about not rebuying my own players, but then I figured that does happen in real life, so we repurchased him back. Defence has always been quite weak, but he won't start, and we spent a lot for this guy. We spent an awful lot for this guy, but he's going to have to bide his time. Elijah Campbell, you may recall him. We had him on loan in season 2, and the loan spells, I've always said how flawed it is, and I think it's no secret. However, we actually managed to nab him for £2 million. And the reason I'm saying about the loan spells is because it wasn't just him that we nabbed. So more about the loans in a minute. Koyunka has been absolutely brilliant for me. 4.7 has been an absolute bargain. We've just brought this guy from Aston Villa, Konsa. But of course, the big marquee signing was that guy, Mark Guéhi, and he's going to be absolutely huge. Into midfield. Well, do you remember what I said I did at the end of the season? I think it was end of season 1 or 2. I looked at every top flight team of England, Spain, Germany, Italy, and I think I even did France as well now. And I looked for who's been released. Yangel Herrera, he has been an absolute monster for me, but as you've probably worked out, he's being a cunt. He's on the market at his own request. Nimia, if that's how you pronounce it, Nimia has been absolutely brilliant. His dribbling has reached 27 now, and the best part of it is he's just signed a new contract. He's been absolutely phenomenal for me. You may remember this guy, Gus Till. Gus Till, we picked him up in the second season, and of course Stengs as well. Stengs and Till have both signed new contracts. Mendes, we picked him up last season. Emmanuel Dennis, Dwight McNeil. I know you might not look that great. This guy, I didn't have any loanees last season. I decided not to, but I did initially get one, and this was this guy. I then just cancelled it immediately and just thought, fuck the loanees, because we had a couple of loanee players that were just a waste. Defensive midfielder, nice solid. Cade Gordon on loan, of course, another one on the on loans who did remarkably well. And then last season, look how well he did. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of players that I've had in a moment that have contested the wings. Firstly, look at that. That was a marquee fucking player. Absolute monster DMC. So realistically, I could do with getting rid of Herrera and gaining a bit of profit. Meanwhile, up top, we have just brought in Jovic. He will lead the front line alongside with Teal. We've got Larson. And now let's have a quick look now. There is a few players that have come and gone. Where is he? Where is he? There was a certain player that I sold. I think it must have been January then. In the January window. There he is. We bought him. It was quite a marquee signing. But because of Cade Gordon doing so well on the left wing, Stengs moved over to the right wing. Justin Clive, we made some serious profit over it. And it wasn't too bad. I mean, he assisted more in his games than me than what he did on his loan spell at Torino. But, you know, I suppose we have to just do what's right. That's a different Veerman, of course. He caused a few issues in me. Just don't get confused with that other defensive midfield Veerman that we've purchased. Let's see now then, who else went? Helder Costa, remember how well he was doing for us? He went to Manchester City and didn't really do anything, did he? Look at that. That's why he went to Man City with what he did for us. Let's just see. You may remember Chong went. Yeah, of course you remember Chong went. And of course, let's go now then to so far this season in the January window. A lot of players have come and gone. Now this guy, Adingra, if that's how you pronounce it, he's another one that arrived on loan and then had a remarkable signing as well. So, you know, great stuff. That, you know, this has really jumped up our money a little bit. We brought Jacob Ramsey. He just didn't make it. 9 games, not good enough. Chalobah didn't do too bad, to be fair, in DMC, but we just decided to get rid of him. Undav was prolific striker. We then cashed in on him. And Matoro was a super player. When I had that Elijah Kane on loan from Everton, he played the exact same position as Matoro. And because I didn't think I'd have the sort of luck I did have with the loanees, I brought in Matoro. But I think I've really worked on the defence quite rapidly. To Hato, Newcastle, you know, they came in and I just negotiated it up and he fucked off. And I don't know if you saw, have I still got him? Cole Palmer? Yeah, Cole Palmer. We have still got Cole Palmer. So, that is where we are at. Just a quick blast. Last season, yeah, we went, was it second round? Where did we get knocked out in the League Cup? I thought what made me think it was Chelsea. Maybe that was the season before. So we lost to Coventry City on penalties, and the FA Cup we went all the way to the final, only to undeservedly lose. So you know, it's a remarkable rags to riches story going. But and I'll tell you something. Talking of that, right? So let's have a look quickly at my attributes as a manager. Look at that fucking beast, eh? 59 years of age, and they are climbing. They are really climbing up. You know, Klopp's got shit on me, neither has Guardiola. And just don't forget who my general managers are at Salford City. Gary Neville and Paul Scholes. So if you've got any hatred for Man United, there you go. Start a Salford game. We have worked on our staffing. We've got some, you know, we've got some real strong staffing in now. You know, I really love the uncapped 20. I think it makes a lot of difference personally. I am intrigued about something though. Somebody might be able to help me with this. I need to take somebody with an uncapped. So let's take this guy here. Yeah, his heading is 23. So if I didn't have the uncapped of 20 on, that would just say 20, just like the passing would just say 20. But would he be playing? Would he be responding as if he's a 20 in heading and a 20 in passing, or as what I'm seeing? If it would just be a 20, then that would make it a lot more on par games. or if it would be if it'd be acting upon heading of 23 passing as 21, even though it says 20, then there's no point in having it saying 20. You may as well keep it as is. Just a little one there for you. I thought about it yesterday. So that's that then, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, so I can now actually start playing the game. Anything you want to add, anything you want to spout about, share it with me. Till next time from me, guys, take it easy.